Is it not plugged in? Okay, hold on a second. I got the mouse and keyboard working. Okay.
Now I see. Now I see input.
You see input?
Hello.
I think we're actually. I think
Do
it
you
was.
want to actually have the stream showing where you can see people chatting and stuff like that? And that way they're commenting and stuff. And that way we'd know if we were. Okay. Now. Oh, look at that.
You know what I did?
What?
I jiggled the.
Jiggled the handle.
Yeah. If it doesn't.
Should we start over?
Yeah. If it doesn't work, it's the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You know, we're actually what we're trying to do here, guys, for this community live stream and future telethons is to get better equipment. But it would be nice if our current stuff, you know, was
actually working.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So, all right, now that we've got a confirmation, and I am checking the chat here, guys, for not only if there's any future problems on our live streams. You guys are always great about letting us know when things aren't working quite right, and questions that you have. If you have any questions for us throughout this live stream, feel free to ask in chat. My name is Matthew Anderson. I thought I had a really wonderful introduction, but now, you know, you kind of lose it after the second time around.
What do you do, Matthew, and what do you go by?
Let's see. I go by Barrick in the community, and I'm a guy who talks to the community.
So what does that make you?
Community overlord, or as someone probably say, but community manager here at Portalarium.
There you go. All right. And I'm Starr Long. I'm the executive producer. I go by Darkstarr, and we're super excited to see you here in 2018. Oh my God, 4 years. We're another year older. We got a ton going on. Monday is another telethon. We're very excited to see you guys then, but we're going to see you now. So we thought, even though we're going to see you for 4 big hours on Monday with lots of deep dives, and we got a ton of detail. We actually had a prep meeting today talking about the story deep dive that we're going to have, where we're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff about the Truth, Love, and Courage paths and the side quests and the starting scenes and a whole bunch of plot stuff there. Yesterday we had prep for the combat deep dive, where we're going to show you guys some deck building stuff and the concept of having a separate deck for your buffs. And we're going to do some demos of control points, and also talk about some upcoming combat math changes that Chris has been working on. You've been seeing mentioned stand-ups. But anyway, we had some prep meetings for those deep dives. And so we're very excited to show that to you. Yeah, that's going to be coming up on Monday for the telethon. So if you haven't submitted your questions, please do that on the post. Or you could submit them live and we'll try and answer those as well. But we're going to be having lots of prizes, lots of sales. There's actually a sale going on right now. We introduced a clock tower this release. Well, actually 2 clock towers. There's one that you can craft in the game, and then there's one on the store, because we always like to have a craftable version and a store version of things. And in honor of that, we're having a sale on all our clocks and moon dials and even the bell tower, because you know you can ring the bell tower to say what time it is. Tell people it's dinner time. And so all those things are on sale right now. So that's a little warm up for the telethon, in which we'll have it be lots of sales going on.
Hi, Crazy Phil. We've got plenty of people in chat here. We're watching Discord, and we also have Twitch going. We're going to be giving away some prizes throughout the event. The live streams are always fun with prizes, and so we've got some new ones here. Well, not from the last release, but new ones that we haven't given away previously on these live streams. The Ornate Runic Letter Set, there's a couple of requests for those, so I thought I'd throw that in this time. The Ornate Hanging Potted Mega Pack, which gives you a variety of plants that you can hang in your home if you have a home and a lot for it. And we're going to do, as always, a Twitter prize, just a little extra for everybody.
Someone gets a Twitter?
What is a Twitter? Someone gets command over the entire Twitter.
Wow, someone gets all of Twitter.
Yeah,
that's very high value.
Now, everybody who is on Twitter, and we've even seen more community members that have been posting lately. I think maybe it's because of the prizes, but that's okay. This is great. You guys, post screenshots there. You post a lot of responses to things that we announce on Twitter. We use Twitter, by the way, especially for all you new community members that are wondering, well, where can you get the news? You can get it on the front page of the website. We have an email newsletter that's going to go out shortly after this live stream, but also check the social channels. And Twitter has pretty much, we try to get as much information to you on that as any other social channel, especially if there's like maintenance modes that we need to, patch updates for the game, those sort of things. But we also give away prizes there too, so you want to watch for that. And during this next hour for this live stream, and only for this live stream time, if you at Shroud of Avatar or hashtag LBSOTA, stands for Lord British Shroud of the Avatar, you'll get a chance to win an ornate clock tower. Now we gave away that last time. But I thought
that thing is big and huge, and it tells the time.
Yeah, it tells the time, and you know what? It conveniently does actually tell the time in game, doesn't it?
It does tell the time.
Yeah, that's neat.
And the hands move and everything.
Yeah. So it will literally show you a different time if from the one that was shown that we gave away last time. We gave one last time away, and we put a little screenshot up on Twitter of it. It will not show that same time because that's a static image, obviously. So it's really cool prize, and good luck to anybody who gets a chance to win that. We also have 2 contests that are running right now. One actually just ended, and we're going to announce the winners of that contest shortly. I'm somewhat derailing your news plan here, I think, a little bit, but we'll show some, talk about those, and then show 2 videos from the second contest, which is a how-to / walkthrough video contest called the Avatar's Guide to Knowledge and Virtue. That one's been running for a while and it has 2 more weeks, so you have a chance to create a video yet of something in the game, or how to get into the game for that matter, on a little bit of how to walk through style to help new players who are just getting into the game. And we have our weekly 2 winners this week, and we're going to show those off right after news. I'm done.
Oh, the news now.
You're done stealing. I think I've drained my news.
You're done stealing.
Oh, wait, I got one more.
You want to steal some more?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a spotlight last Wednesday, the Metropolis of Moonglade. I have to mention that because I put a lot of work into writing that.
Oh, that's not part of my news. So
that is not part of you. Yeah, we have my news, his news. We kind of like organize this sort of thing. And we have, looking at my news plan. Yes, tonight at 8 o'clock in Whitehart, Playertown, the 2nd annual Whitehart Winter Ball. So you're going to want to attend that.
Oh, yes. Oh, and I think Avatar's Radio is doing music or something for that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. And we're going to have all that sort of stuff. Avatar's Radio, I believe. In fact, you've got, I don't know, I might be derailing you once again, but I'm so excited to hear and will hear your voice again on the radio.
I don't know if that's guaranteed. Wait, that hasn't been confirmed.
Okay, then I will stop there.
Yeah.
But he will be on the radio at some point in 2018.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some more DJing. As some of you know, I got to DJ for the first time for release 49, and it was a blast. So I'm talking to Amber about DJing some more. So very excited. Stay tuned for that. We don't have a confirmation of when I'll do it next, but I'm very excited. Let's see where to begin. There's so much to talk about. Weekly update will be coming out right after the live stream. Lots of cool stuff. One of the things that'll be in there is some of the new homes that we've been working on that we're going to show later here in the live stream. The hollow log home, the log cabin. If you want to channel your inner Abraham Lincoln, you'll have your own log cabin to do so. We've been showing off the new city. We haven't uncloned a city in a very long time, and Richard really wanted to have the hidden city of you. It'll actually literally have clouds that obscure it except on moonless nights on the overworld. It's really cool. I've already seen the tech working. It's very, very cool. Yeah. And we're going to be showing that on the telethon on Monday. You'll see screenshots in the weekly update. We showed it right before the break. It's gorgeous. Sorcerer Steve has been doing magic in that space.
Sorcery.
Sorcery even. We won't burn him though, because we need him to keep working, even though he's a witch. We've been cranking out the telethon items, so more icy stuff. So we'll be showing off those, the ice crown and the ice wand. Actually, Fletcher pulled that in at the last minute, so we're going to be showing that off too. We've already been talking about the telethon, so be sure to tune in at 3 o'clock Central Time on Monday. All sorts of fun stuff happening there. The new free trial is continuing. We're actually going to be making even more changes to that. We had a big meeting yesterday where we talked about the new user experience, including some of the free trial and some polish and some things we want to do with that. So we want to teach people a few more things, even some basic things like, hold down right mouse button to turn the camera. You'd be surprised at how many people don't get that when they start the game and end up quitting. And things about skills when you first go to a trainer. So we're going to be teaching a lot more things in the beginning of the game. Additionally, one of the things we have been doing with the free trial is confining free trial users to one single path, but now we're going to give free trial users the option to pick any path. They'll still be confined to a single path. However, they'll get to pick any path, because one of the things we realized is we want even free trial users to understand that the game is about being able to make choices even at the beginning. And we still are looking for an office admin / executive assistant. We have actually had a lot of applications. We're reviewing those now, but the job is still open if you're interested. And as Matthew mentioned, next Friday is our party that our amazing community is throwing for us, since we don't want to be spending money on that. So we're very excited about that. And then I've been working hard almost every day on South by Southwest because that's when we will be launching. So that's our kind of launch event. And so we're going to have a booth at the South by Southwest Gaming Expo. And that is, March 15th through the 17th. And it's going to be open noon to 8 p.m. Wristbands, if you buy them in advance, it's open to the public. So anybody can come. Wristbands, if you buy them in advance, are only $39, and that gets you all 3 days. If you buy just a single day, I think it's only like less than $20.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
a
for
really
single
good
day.
deal.
Yeah. And we'll have a booth there. It's a 10 by 30 booth. We'll have multiple stations. And we'll be doing interviews and showing off the game. We also have multiple sessions we'll be doing. So it's pretty exciting. We're very excited about what's happening during South by Southwest. And then, of course, mostly what we're doing right now is working on release 50, which is one of 3 releases leading up to launch. So very, very exciting.
And a really nice number to kick off 2018.
Yeah, release 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, we planned that. We totally planned to have an even number as the first of 2018. That was planned from the very beginning. Totally. Okay. So release 50 is chock full of amazing stuff. So Beezus and Wizard Smoke have been working on refining skills. So you're gonna be able to get bigger batches of things. You'll be able to speed up the making batches of boards and things like that. You'll be able to really just refining is going to get better. So I know people are going to get excited by that. Wild boars, we've been working on that. So wild boars are going to have this awesome charge attack where they're going to be able to charge into a group of players and knock them down.
It does not sound boring whatsoever there.
No,
that is really
and
exciting.
every stand-up, it's really getting boring. That because every stand-up they've been using the boring joke, and I'm really getting bored of the boring joke because every time they talk about the boars, they say it's boring. I'm really getting bored.
So if you guys have any boring questions, just let us know.
Yeah. So let's see. Also, new wolves. So the wolves were a purchased asset that we got off the Unity Asset Store, and they're not great. So we are getting our character team to actually make our own custom wolves, including all the different wolf variants are going to have their own new custom meshes, not just like color swaps. So we're getting coyotes and arctic wolves and elder wolves and gray wolves and timber wolves and obsidian wolves. And so it's going to be really, really awesome. They're already looking way, 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 way better than those wolves we bought off the asset store. So very, 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 very excited by that. We're getting 3 new maps, Sunless Barrens and U that we mentioned before, and South Rockfall Spur. You guys have only gotten to see U and so far, but trust me, hopefully next week we'll be able to start posting pics of Sunless Barrens and South Rockfall Spur those are already looking cool, but they're not quite ready to start showing you screenshots. But those are 2 new adventure scenes, replacing some currently cloned scenes, and they're really cool. Sunless Barrens is like this blasted volcanic space that's right next to the rift. You know, where the big column ripped through the land. So it's all like smoky and blasted and cool. Oh, and by the way, Chris Pallid, you asked, will the new wolves affect the mounted wolf heads? Yes, we're going to be upgrading that art, and it's going to be upgrading the wolf hats as well, and probably and the wolf masks. So all wolf related art is getting upgraded with the new polished wolves. Same thing is going to happen, not this release, but in R51 to the bears. Bears are getting updated as well.
We have a lot of excitement on those wolves, that's for
Yeah.
sure. And you know, the community knows I have like 50 wolf shirts.
Well, you know, and you know, you end up fighting a lot of wolves in the game, and looking at ugly wolves sucks. Okay, so also a lot of new sound effects. So right now there's like we don't really have any sound effects for any of the bludgeon skills. So we're getting sound effects for the bludgeon skills. A bunch of the death skills are missing sound effects, so they're getting sound effects. Almost none of the taming skills have sound effects, so those are getting sound effects. So skills are getting a lot of love for the sound effects side. Female peasants, those were also purchased assets, and they're also some of the first NPCs you interact with. So those are getting new custom assets. Fletcher Skathana is working on those. We got to see those in our character review meeting this week, and they look amazing. And those are also going to, in turn, be character wearables too, and they are amazing. They look so much better. And hats. They also include new hats too. Let's see. New homes and decos. So there's a watermill home that's got a new watermill. Let's see. Wolftum, new tree assets. Yes, in R51, we are finally going to replace those original placeholder trees that have been in there since the prototype we built at the very beginning of the game. Those are getting replaced. Finally, pine trees will look like pine trees, maple trees will look like maple trees. Yes, finally, you get it. They will look like they're supposed to, and they'll be pretty. All right. Okay, back to homes and decos. So a watermill home. We should post pics of that. I will get pics of those next week. Let's see. A log cabin, which we're showing in a second. Viking crafting pavilion. So if you like the Viking theme of housing, you're going to get the Viking style crafting pavilion. Also the hollow log house. We're going to show you that later. So we've gone through every single quest in the game, all the tasks in the game, and hooked them up to the new both the quest, the item highlighting, and the task highlighting feature and the sparkles and all that stuff. So that should be working throughout the game, along with those of you who prefer to play old school. You'll now have an option to turn all of that off if you want. In addition, we've made it now that quest locations and points of interest will now appear on the maps. So when you bring up your map, you'll be able to see where quest NPCs and points of interest are on the map automatically. So as you find things or told where to go on a quest, that'll automatically now pop up dynamically on your map.
Saving you time.
Yeah. And then a ton of polish for the new user experience. Just again, like I was mentioning earlier, teaching you new stuff, fixing a bunch of bugs. That's and then finally, and we'll talk more about this on Monday during the combat deep dive, but we did a huge deep dive right before the break on where our combat map is, where resistances are, where the damage is done. And found out a lot of issues with that, and so we're making a big upgrade pass through all of the combat math, so it should be much more balanced, much easier to balance, and that's going to be going live in R50. And again, we'll be talking about that more in detail, exactly what that means in the deep dive in combat. So, and that's just a high level summary of what's going in release 50. So There's tons and tons of stuff going in Release 50. So very, very excited about what you guys are going to have in store. So, but that's a lot of me talking, and I'm sure you guys are sick of that. So
They want you to
even though I'm
sing that.
super excited, so we're going to show you guys some log houses. But before we do that, we're going to show you some winners.
Yeah, I've actually decided to. I like to tease the community. They find it fun. We're gonna give away a prize right away too. We'll also go right through the winners of the creative writing contest that was over the break, and we're gonna wait to reveal the 2 videos because they're a couple minutes long each, but very well done.
So maybe we'll
And
do them at the very
we'll do
end.
those at the end
Okay.
because we want to make sure we have enough time to show these homes off.
Okay.
So prizes. Let's get that rolling while I go through these winners for the creative contest.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of prizes. Let's start with the ornate runic letter set. So we're gonna give away 2 of those. And if you want a chance to win one on Discord or Twitch, type exclamation runic. RUNIC. I always spell it out and I always get a letter wrong. I shouldn't do that. These guys always correct. Great. Thank you, community. All right, runic. RUNIC. We'll give that a few minutes. In the meantime, this is not a first place, second place, or third place. This is a per category. We had romantic theme, holiday themes, adventure themes, character NPC, PvP combat, and unexpected. I tossed that in there to see what you guys would come up with. And there's some really good stories, poems.
Roof pig, most unexpected.
No.
That was a tick.
I
Sorry.
don't.
It's my
didn't see it yet.
favorite tick episode. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't help but say that whenever
Sure.
someone says unexpected. Sorry, I totally derailed you.
Those are the
You can't
themes,
have me in the room.
It's the struggles. That's
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there was multiple entries per category. We thank you for letting us know which category you submitted, and again, really great entries, including a couple of videos too, which was nice themed at. So we'll just go right down the list. The winner of the romantic theme, congrats to Moxie Pilot. You actually submitted several in different categories, which was just fine according to the rules of the contest. But this particular one, it's marked as romantic theme. We will, by the way, so you know which ones we're talking about here, post these as a winner list in the forums and on social sometime later today after this live stream. So you get the chance to review them. But they're all listed in the submission thread of the forums right now. So congrats to Moxie Pilot on that. Holiday theme went to, they actually had this is a video by WRFB with Wolf Tam, who submitted it. They had a video last year. They did the same thing, and they even made this one better. It was awesome, and it was a nice holiday style, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays themed video. I should have that would have been great to show on here actually. Adventure theme went to Catherine Rose. The character NPC theme went to Lone Stranger. A very nice mix of a poem and an image that had also a little bit of romantic theme in there too. And the PvP combat theme went to Dartan Obscuro. And the unexpected theme, unexpectedly, went to Lilu. Actually, Lilu, you do really good there. There were several that competed in that category because of kind of a miscellaneous one. A neat little story about a Reaper sapling entering the world for the first time. So that, actually brought a little tear to my eye, to be honest with you. And you won that one. So congrats, everybody. Great job.
Huzzah.
Prizes are 25 Kotos and 2016 Winter Holiday Soundtrack, Wax Cylinder. Perfect for playing holiday tunes that you want to repeat, even though the holidays are now over. Nothing to stop you from listening to those tunes throughout the year. Okay, so there we go with that. We've got the prize of the letter set, exclamation runic, RUNIC. We'll give that another couple of minutes as we go get the guys who are going to show you some really cool homes that we've been working on. They're in the weekly update. That'll go out shortly after this live stream, with the email newsletter as well. You should get the email newsletter. If you're a new player just joining us, you're registered with the game and you're playing the game, you should be registered for that newsletter as well. But you can go on the front page and on the side sign up for it too. Hey guys, Sorry to keep you waiting. We had a whole bunch of 2018 stuff kicking it off. I am going to kind of take a side. We've got 1, 2, 3 guys here. So why don't you take a seat here, Bob?
Reid has
who wants the red chair?
I'll take the red chair.
You're gonna take the red chair?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, so scoot over a little bit. I'm gonna take the side here, so I want to make sure you guys are all in view of the camera.
I'm gonna lurk behind.
All right, so we've just so you guys know, can we get the door? So just so you guys know,
It's attached. I can't get it.
I tried with my powers to
But I
push
can
it.
close it. Do you want me to close it?
That would be
Okay,
yeah.
I'll
No,
close it.
that's a little fast,
Okay.
but that's yeah. Okay.
Hello,
All right, guys.
Hello.
So we've got. Why don't you introduce yourselves, guys?
I'm Reid. I'm an environment artist here at Portalarium. I work on a lot of player homes and tons of stuff like that, little props and everything. I'm sure you all know Bob here.
Bob,
the builder.
And you've been on the live streams before. Maybe you'll be. Are you on the telethon Monday? Is it a surprise?
Up to you,
No.
Anderson.
Well,
And he might wanna
but
give
it's
me
my
more
job to
than-
ask it anyway.
They'll jump on, for toast and
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah. See, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Manderson forgot to tell me I was going to be on this until like what,
Well, it
3 hours.
keeps it interesting. So we've got some homes that we're going to show you guys. We've got prizes that we're giving away as usual. As you guys know, we like to do that on these live streams, and I'll be selecting those shortly. We'll pull up what do we got? Unity that we're going to use here.
Yes.
So go ahead, actually go back to the our view, and we're gonna the one on the right. Yep, there you go. And then just go ahead and click on Unity client in the little list there of see it in that window. There you go.
Yeah.
There's our Unity client. You guys still get to see us in a little window in the corner so that we can work in Unity
Yay.
while we are navigating here.
So you drive live chat. Okay, so we're gonna show you guys 3 houses today. So while Reid drives around, I'll chat. So what happened was Seawolf was working on one of the Longfall wetlands, and as part of that, he using a bunch of various assets that we had this hollow log that he scaled up really big, and then stuck in like a window piece and like a little porch and things like that. And we had some players who were in that scene who gave us some feedback of like, oh my god, you should totally turn this into a player home. And this was a few releases ago, and we got the feedback, and we were like, that's kind of a cool idea. And finally this release we were able to circle back and actually start working on this. And Bob and then Reid basically have been working on that, and so that's what we're looking at today. And so that the first house we're looking at is that one, which is yes, Reid and Corey look very similar when Corey has a full beard, and we often joke about that and tease them. So the first one is this one we're looking at right now is going to be a craftable in-game house.
These are actually 2 of my favorite houses so far in the game out of all of them, just because they're so fantastical and different. So basically, like Starr mentioned, this is something that Seawolf cobbled up for South Longfall Wetlands. It's a Witch's Hut POI there, and people liked it so much, and we liked it so much that we wanted to make it a house. And this is the craftable one. It's pretty small, but still very cool.
Nice and cozy.
Yeah, so you come in and...
Well, careful with that flame there. You can...
And what is different about this from the Witch's Hut is I added some wooden paneling here, so just to give players some extra deco space, because with these round surfaces there wouldn't be much otherwise. So yeah, these walls will be decoable, these walls will be decoable, as well as these in the front. Added some nice windows and kept the holes and stuff because we wanted to keep the whole hollow log feel and not make it too renovated, so to speak.
And this one, you're actually going to have to go on a quest to get the recipe to build this one. So, and that'll be in release 51. And Sanyo, Keith Quinn is actually going to build build the quest related. And yes, this fits on a village lot.
Yeah, these are both these hollow log houses will be village
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah, and so we built this one, and then we got super excited, and we are like, hey, we can make it more. So we got the idea of, hey, let's take another hollow log and align vertically, and make basically a 2-story version with a tower. And so that's what this other one is.
This one was actually worked on mostly by Bob here and Michael Hutch, aka our art director.
And this one has a more finished feel.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and walk around so you guys can get a full view of it. There's a back porch on this one as well, which the craftable one does not have, but give you all a full view of the house.
Now this larger 2-story, more finished one is the version that we'll sell in the store. But again, we're like we always do. We try to have store versions and craftable versions as well.
What I really like about this one is it's kind of a 1.5 story, which gives you a lot of extra deco space because you can come up to this little loft area and do whatever you want with this, and you have the space underneath it as well. All kind of in one story. But also in this house you have a second story, which is this little sort of round room.
Yeah, this is the other hollow log, the tower.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Maybelline, we definitely have been singing the Ren and Stimpy song. It's long, it's big and heavy, it's wood.
We were singing that this morning, actually. And another cool feature of this house is it actually has a roof access inside of the top of the vertical log, which I think is really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get up to the roof of the tower, the other hollow log that's kind of stuck in there. And this is the version that's in the store. And yes, Ledbetter, it'll be also on Crown Merchants as well. So going forward, now that we've got Crown Merchants in the game selling basically everything, as we add things in the game, as we add things to the store, they'll also appear in the Crown Merchants. Now, they might not appear on the Crown Merchants immediately. That might lag behind like one release or so, but they will eventually get on. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really happy with how these turned out. So, and again, cool that players saw an asset in a map, said they liked it, and then we responded to the feedback. And so again, so we have 2 versions. We have the single story one that'll be craftable in game. You'll get the recipe from a quest. That's this one that Reid's looking at. And then the 2-story version, the kind of bigger, more finished out version with the tower, that'll be sold on the store.
Like I said, 2 of my favorite houses we've done so far.
Yeah, they're very, they feel very fairy, magical, very fun, creative houses. And then the last one we're going to look at is the one Bob built.
Yeah. Would you like to drive, Bob?
No. Can you fly?
Yeah.
And can you change the time of day too? Set game.
This is the log cabin player house.
We made a lot of jokes about Lincoln.
Yes.
All these are village size. Every house you're looking at is village. And so this was actually also a player suggestion. So players asked for a log cabin style house. And so so this was the same kind of so this is, the idea: you go out to the frontier, chop down a bunch of trees, strip all the branches off, build a log cabin. And this one is also craftable. So 2 out of the 3 houses we're showing you today are craftable.
It's going to be a little brighter if we turn off the rain. Get a light cloud.
Okay.
Here we also have a comment on Discord here about these homes eventually making it into hometown. And we'll get them in at some point.
Probably want to actually walk.
No, it's just there's something is blocking getting on patio.
I see. Yeah.
Which something
So-
else.
But we can talk about it. So this has a big, this has kind of got the same layout as the Viking house. So it's got a big open layout, open plan on the bottom floor, and then it's got a second story loft up there. Now these are both still in progress. So, but then there's a little balcony out front. We can't get onto that right now. I think is
No,
what
we can't apply. Yeah, I got a bunch of last minute changes today, and they're not quite finished.
and it's got a little balcony out front. Also really super happy about how this one turned out too. Bob really did a great job. Got that really great rustic look, and it's inspired us too. Like we want to now, like this one's a pretty big one. It fills basically the whole lot. We're actually talking. Hutch and I were talking about now making like one that's a little like about half this size and only like a single story. That's more of like the hut, and then also maybe making a more ornate version of this, like with maybe more finished inside. Like we saw some shots inside. I mean, we saw some shots online where like they have fancy log cabins where they like they strip off the bark on the interior sides and they kind of polish them.
Furnished.
Yeah, and then maybe like we could do some carvings on these outside columns or something like that to make a more ornate version that we put on the store. But again, right now this version this version of the log cabin will be a recipe in release 15. That'll be craftable.
2 cool new craftable houses.
Yeah. But because we wanted to tie the hollow log house to a quest, it's probably not going to be available in R15. But this one will be in just a regular recipe thing.
And the hollow log houses will be R50.
Well, the 2-story one will, but the single one, because it's going to be a quest, will be R. So, yeah. So, cool.
So, can I tell them what's coming?
Yeah.
Okay. I took my Christmas break, and my artistic batteries have been recharged, and I'm working on observatory, a steampunk style thing, and I think it's going to be the best house I've ever done. I've just got a lot of cool plans for it. So that's coming. Also, there's an ornate kind of Celtic-looking bar with the little.
Can we show that?
I checked it in, but I don't think it's in the scene.
I saw it on Hutch's machine. Can we
I think
add
he's
it?
reviewing.
If you guys could handle a little downtime, if it's in the game, I'd probably.
Yeah, we can do that while we're.
I can show those videos actually. You guys need a few.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do that.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, while you're talking. Yeah.
Happy anniversary to Starr Long. 10 long years. Well, short years.
Yeah.
His wife.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks very
They
much.
are a great couple.
Thank you. Yeah, the observatory is going to be cool. So there's a bunch of cool stuff we want to do. We can't show the observatory now. I see people saying, please show it, please show it. We can't show it yet. We just started building
I just started.
Yeah, we just
God,
started
you
building
guys are so...
But it's going to be cool. Like it's going to have a big giant telescope in it. We're even going to try and make the dome rotate.
so you can see the whole sky instead of just one shot.
Yeah, so we're working on that.
And a functioning telescope, right?
Yeah, and the telescope will be a telescope that works.
That's already built.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of kind of polish goes into it. So, it's going to be good. Believe me.
But we'll try maybe not next week, but the week after that, maybe that live stream. So 2 weeks from. So cool. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for showing off the log homes.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Okay.
See you guys.
And maybe we'll show the bar next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll show the bar next week.
Oh, by the way, if Justin is watching, Justin, you sat down with me the last time you were here, and you said that I showed you some things on my computer that never made it into the game. Well, we don't have a full list of everything that ever went into the game, so I had nothing to compare my inventory to. So if you could contact me or contact Starr, And if you can remember what you saw that you want offered,
Yeah.
is she there?
Okay. Well, Eclipse Maiden is. She's saying the artwork.
You mean like the paintings?
Yeah.
Okay. I can make a crap of those like one day.
A crap ton, apparently. So
But not crappy.
not crappy. Eclipse Maiden, the size of the observatory, I think it's going to be town.
No, it's a village.
Oh, you're going to fit it on a village?
Yeah, but it's going to be 3 stories tall.
Ah, okay. Cool. All right. I didn't think we were going to be able to fit it on a village. Cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Okay,
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
All right, you're going to show a video?
Yes,
Cool.
but I have some prizes that I
Oh, prizes.
to wait for. Yes.
Okay.
Have a great weekend, guys. All right, are you sticking around? Keeping me company, or you got stuff to do?
I'm going to go.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Thanks, everybody. You guys rock.
All right, prizes. We've got 2 of the, where's my list? Runic letter sets. So those go to, congrats, Minerva, for winning one of those. It's been a long time since you've actually won something, so congrats on that. And also to Rhinos, R-Y-N-O-S, for winning a Runic letter set. Please message me if you're on Discord, Barrick, and what you won, and your character name. And then if you're on Twitch, I think both of you are actually on Discord, but if you're on Twitch, message Shroud of the Avatar, and that goes for anybody who gets to win something. So let's roll into the next one. This is actually our last one besides the Twitter prize. Remember, if you tweet us at Shroud of Avatar or hashtag LBSOTA, anything about the live stream at all, like, hey, this, it's great, love the log homes, looking forward to the telethon next week, whatever it is, even a screenshot of your adventures in the game would actually be the best. You can say thanks for the live stream, but showing off what you guys are doing in the game, we love seeing that. And we have the ornate clock tower, one of those that we're giving away to someone after this live stream. We'll randomly select anybody who messages us there, and friend the channel right away as well. Make sure you're following it. And so the last prize here, we'll give this away after we show these videos, the ornate hanging potted mega pack, and we'll give away 2 of those, just like we did with the letter sets. So the last thing we have is the 2 weekly winners for the how-to / walkthrough contest, the Avatar's Guide to Virtue, Knowledge and Virtue, and we've had dozens of videos submitted by you guys on this contest on everything from how to get started in the game, how to play in combat, how to craft, how to get around and on the map and go from town to town. And we've seen some really great videos of a variety that just blows my mind, to be honest with you guys, that I didn't expect. So many talented video creators, and the contest is still going on for 2 weeks, so you still have a chance to get your entry in. We're going to put these all in a playlist on our Shroud of the Avatar YouTube channel. This live stream is actually going to be going on our YouTube channel, as it always does, Monday to probably Tuesday next week, along with the telethon. That'll go on YouTube as well eventually, but we collect and share your videos as well. So even if you don't submit something this time and you have a really cool gameplay experience that you were on Twitch live streaming or on YouTube and recorded, and you wanted to share it, you can post it in the forums, you can share it on social, we'll probably retweet that, and also just let us know in that regard, or directly by messaging me, Barrick, in the forums that or on Discord, that you have something you want to share, and we can put it in a playlist on our YouTube channel. All right, so I have the first video here. It's from congrats to Dottendrock for the Crafting Complete episode number 2. This is number 2. And you have a series of these crafting videos, and we're going to show episode number 2 this time. Oh yeah, wait, got ahead of myself. Thank you everybody for guessing what the exclamation is for this next prize. Exclamation plants. So type in exclamation plants on Discord or Twitch if you actually want to win one of those. We'll give that a few minutes while we watch these brief videos. Okay, so Dottendrock Crafting Complete episode 2. I'm going to swing here over to our video channel. Now I admit the volume may be just slightly a bit different than what we tried to even it out. But just brace yourselves. It shouldn't blow your eardrums. Here we go.
Crafters that are new to Shroud of the Avatar may find the crafting system complicated, but it is actually quite simple. There is a cycle to crafting, where materials are collected and refined, then produced into goods. Those goods can be enhanced, repaired when broken, and salvaged for components when no longer needed. The material gathering process is simple. It uses the player's skill level, tools, and a resource node like a tree to produce raw materials, such as wood. Tools are unique to each crafting skill. For gathering, the tools are a pickaxe for mining, harvesting axe for forestry, fishing pole for fishing, skinning knife for field dressing, and sickle for foraging. The refining process also involves the player's skills, tools, raw materials, and a fuel, which is a general term for a material used for refining. The result is a refined material, such as timber or wooden boards. For refining, the tools are smelting tongs for smelting, cubit measure for milling, loom shuttle for textiles, hoe for agriculture, tanning knife for tanning, and cleaver for butchery. The production process is similar to the refining process. Player skills, tools, and a combination of materials is used to create an item. The production tools are smithing hammer for blacksmithing, carpentry hammer for carpentry, tailoring scissors for tailoring, mortar and pestle for alchemy, and cooking pot for cooking. Enchanting requires the player's skill, a precious gem or gold ingots, mandrake root, and an item to enchant. If successful, the item gains magical abilities. For masterwork, the process is even simpler. Player skill, silver ingots, and an item create a masterworked item with additional abilities. The process of repairing an item requires a damaged item and a repair kit, and adds durability back to the repaired item. The salvage process requires player skill, an item, and the proper tool. A salvaged item is destroyed, but may yield parts. This has been Crafting Complete. Next episode, we will cover skills and leveling.
All right, there you go, folks. Dot and Drock, well done on that video. Crafting Complete Episode 2. If you want to see other episodes, all of these videos are in the list on the forums. Now, there was some confusion. Apologies to community for some of the overlap of these two videos here. I'm going to swap over to, let me go back to my screen here just for a moment to explain this. So we got two contests that recently were running. One just concluded. I just announced the winners of the creative writing contest. Well done, everybody there. Those will be listed shortly in the forums. But there was also this contest with the walkthroughs and the how-tos. And what we normally do is we like to give you guys a focused viewing list of submissions as they come in. And so those are posted in separate forum posts. All of these posts are in the announcement section of the forums. And each contest always has two of their own posts. The instructions and the prizes and all of that you can respond to and ask us questions about how the contest runs and anything else. And then the submissions one, where we like to keep it just to the submissions. So there was two for this contest and two for the creative writing contest. And in the future, if you ever are wondering, where's, how do I submit this? Look for the submission forum thread. If it's not there, then I didn't post it. We gotta post it. Okie doke, we've got one more video here, and this one, congrats to Caladorn. This is a really important one for everybody. Gold making tips. Want to know how to make gold in Shroud of the Avatar? Well, here's a good start. So Caladorn has a good 2-minute video here. We'll fire this up and see what he has to say.
Greetings and salutations, this is Caladorn. When starting out in Shroud of the Avatar, building a financial nest egg is an early hurdle to overcome. One of the mistakes I made was taking all of the weapons I collected and scrapping them. Now, it's a great way to get your crafting skill up. It should also be said you will want to have a good supply of wood and metal scrap for training someday. You shouldn't, though, be in a rush to become a master crafter. Building that nest egg of cash is just as important. Selling your found weapons can build you a tidy profit if you go about it in the right way. Now, when you start, your strength will be low, and the amount that you can carry won't seem like much, but don't be disheartened. In time, your increased capacity to carry from strength gains or capacity potions will kick in. The more you can carry away from each area, the better. Also, it helps to pick the area carefully, since the easier it is for you, the more you can collect. I myself tended to focus on fighters, the more mages or archers, since they were easy pickings for me. The faster I took them out, the more I gained. You will also be building your skill and your adventure level at the same time. I would keep going until I was at the max that I could carry, and then I would go back to town to cash in. Not every vendor is going to pay you the same amount. If you go to a magic merchant or a deco merchant, you will not get your full value for your weapon. My mama told me you better shop around works in Shroud too. Blacksmiths, of course, are the best, but some actually pay more than others. Find the one who pays the most for you and make the trek back and forth to him every time, and it will be worth it to your bottom line. Still, to this day, I go to that zone, fill up on my bags with weapons, and sell them off. You cannot argue with consistent results. This has been Calidorn, wishing you well and informed. Bye-bye.
I had to jiggle this mic. It looks like it's a little bit loose today. Apologies about that, everybody. So congrats again to Dot and Drock and Calidorn for winning those prizes for the weekly entries into our how-to walkthrough contest. Hopefully everybody can view me now. Just give me a shout out, guys, when you, yeah, thank you. It looks like it's coming in now. There's a little bit of delay there from receiving when you guys post because of the delay on through Twitch. But it looks like we're okay now. So in any case, this is the live stream. Thank you. My name is Matthew Anderson. I go by Barrick in the community, and I appreciate you joining us for our very first 2018 community live stream. We're going to have these regularly on Fridays, with the exception of next week, because next week we have our Monday telethon. And right after that, on Friday, is our community holiday party. It's going to be right here at Portalarium, and also we have in-game events that the community is kicking off too. So we're going to be like, we're going to have devs here hanging out with community members. We're going to have devs hanging out in-game with you guys. We're going to have that live streamed. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying that. Planning is going along really well, and we had a great one last year. So we have one more bit of news that I just wanted to pass along real quick. We have a growing team here, and we also have the new community manager that is for the European, my counterpart for the European areas. He's going to help us build Shroud of the Avatar's community into a global community, and he posted in the general discussion forum section on the regular official forums. And it's right pinned at the top. So go in there, check out, see what his name is, what he's about, his introduction, welcoming to the community, and respond to him saying hi. And you're gonna see a lot more of him in the forums and in everywhere in the game as well. So he just got started, and I'm excited to be working with Travian Games and their team on everything for you guys. It's gonna be amazing. All right, prizes for the Hanged Potted Mega Pack. Now, this is the Mega Pack of the Azalea, Ivy, and Sword Plants. And you get 3 of each of those. So that should be pretty good for decorating your home. And that goes to Nightwolf and Notable Joe. So congrats to Nightwolf and Notable Joe on those. The Twitter prize, which will go to someone who tweets us Shroud of Avatar or hashtag LBSOTA on Twitter, the Ornate Clock Tower. You'll get that once we select one shortly after this live stream. So if you post it on Twitter, just give us a few minutes to be able to hand that out. All right, if you guys have news in future live streams that you want us to share on those live streams, message me, let me know. Community events that are kicking off, interesting things you want to share that's just going on in the community. We want to share that. That's what the part of the point of these live streams are. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody, on your first weekend here in 2018, and we'll see you on the telethon this coming Monday.